Hello and welcome back to the Luminous Body podcast, Healing from Within. I'm your co-host, Dr. Hilary Conroy, and I'm joined by my husband, Dr. Jackson Waring. This podcast was created to share information about health and healing and to empower you with your healing journey. So, on with the show. Let's get started.
Okay, well, welcome back. We are continuing our nutrient deficiency podcast episode. We split it into two parts. Part one was last Monday. We covered B12, iron, something else and something else.
We covered iron, vitamin D, and B12.
That's right.
And we thought that we were going to get through everything.
We thought we were going to do 10.
We talked too much to do that. So
yeah. And we got, it's some good stuff.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
No, so what we're going to do today?
Yeah.
Calcium.
Magnesium, hell yeah.
Bloody
and
oath.
iodine.
Yes.
And these are some nutrients that, you might be like, yeah, I know about it. No, I don't know about it. I don't know much about it. Or iodine especially is like that. That is significant. What I find is most people don't really know what iodine is, don't know that they could be deficient in it, and don't know what that looks like.
And it's crazy because it can literally, like if you have a deficiency in iodine and you take iodine, you can go from feeling like a ghost to feeling like you again. Like life is suddenly sparkly and amazing.
That happened to me with B12. I didn't know, I had no idea I was low in B12. I think I actually wasn't methylating, which is why I think it worked. But I think I just randomly took it at work because sometimes I do that because I can be a bit of a cowboy with this stuff. Because it's also safe. So I just took like a couple of mils of B12, already activated methyl B12. And like seconds later, I was like, oh.
You're joking.
I felt it like, I was like, oh, like I always felt, because I was adrenally fatigued at the time, like so internally dead inside.
Yeah.
And it just pulled me up and I opened my eyes and I was like, oh, cool, I could do today.
Actually, I literally remember the very first time you took B12.
Yeah.
I remember your house in Alexandria. You come back from like one of your very first chiropractic kinesiology appointments and you were prescribed methyl B12 and you took it and you literally said to me, whoa, I feel so different. And I thought, this is wild.
That was this, like the brain fog. Just
yes. Like... Yeah. Yeah, so that's really this stuff. Like, if you are truly deficient and you take the nutrient that you are truly deficient in,
the one that you need,
not just like let's just take everything.
Yeah,
massive changes,
huge. Yeah, and instant.
Yes.
Yeah, which I love.
Yeah,
I love that about the body.
Instant or quite soon after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So, let's get right into it. So we're going to start with calcium.
Yep.
Calcium is really important. We all know calcium builds bones. Calcium is also essential for heart function.
Sure is.
So we have a really cool and complex like neurology in our heart so that the heart can contract in the right rhythm, right?
Yeah.
And that is modulated by calcium.
Ooh.
And the calcium channels and that. The calcium in our nervous system is essential. So calcium...
Don't forget your muscles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Calcium, magnesium, they're like besties.
Calcium's for contraction, magnesium's for relaxation.
That's right.
So calcium is essential. The good thing about calcium for us is we have a massive reservoir for it in our bones. So if we've got a good skeletal system, we've got plenty of calcium. However, we don't really want to be taking from our reservoir right now.
Definitely don't want that.
We can do that a lot later in life when we don't need it for as long as we do, okay? But for right now... if you're under 80,
yes,
then you should have ample calcium in your meals and in your body floating around being used.
That's right.
Cool. Calcium and vitamin D have a special relationship.
They do.
Vitamin D helps
manage
calcium levels, puts it in the bones or puts it in the blood or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, let's talk about how do you know if you're low in calcium?
That's right. And I think being low in calcium can look a lot like being low in magnesium, except you get the extra special things like low bone density.
Extra special.
Which can look like breaking your bones easily.
Yeah. Stress fractures.
Yeah. Or
a big one too.
Yeah, stress fractures.
Yeah, in young people, in young people, stress fractures is a link to calcium and vitamin D deficiency. In older people, osteoporotic fractures, so weak bone fractures.
That's right.
Like proper breaks. Yeah, that's also linked to poor bone matrix and calcium deficiency. Yeah.
That's it. Brittle nails.
Yes.
And needing lots of fillings.
Yeah. Dental work.
Yeah.
Some people come in to the clinic and they're like, oh, I've never had a problem with my teeth. And all of a sudden, I had to have 8 fillings the other day or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, we better check some of those
minerals.
Minerals.
Totally.
Are you absorbing those minerals?
Yeah.
And you see that a lot in kids. I'm just going to cut in. Kids with food intolerances, sometimes the first sign, they don't have gut problems, they don't have behavioural issues, they don't have learning difficulties, but some of the first signs of those food intolerances are weak teeth. You know, they're getting special coating on their teeth to make them stronger so they don't break. They're fracturing their teeth. The teeth they've got holes in them. They're getting a lot of dental work. That's a real sign that they're not absorbing calcium through their gut. And the reason they're not absorbing that is because they have some kind of inflammatory activity from a food intolerance. So it could be that they're dairy or they're gluten or they're eating too much sugar or something like that, and they're just not absorbing the minerals through their gut. Yeah. That's pretty, like I have to say as a clinician, that's come up a lot over the years. Yeah.
Lesser known signs of deficiencies, insomnia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. And
it kind of cuts back to that underlying restlessness with these deficiencies.
Yeah.
It's almost like with every deficiency, there's an underlying restlessness or anxiety. And it's like the body's like, hey, we're really low and so empty.
The body uses restlessness and anxiety as an alarm bell.
Yeah.
It's like our system's not designed to be specific, our nervous system. So anything can feel like a threat, whether it's a deficiency or
a lion,
a mental stressor or a lion. Yeah.
Something more realistic, like a mental stressor.
Yeah, no, but, you know, like lions, tigers and bears, those as well. If there's a stressor in the body, your body will let you know about it.
Yep.
And then it's your job to work out what it is.
Well, and I think the insomnia thing is a big part of that. I mean, insomnia on its own, that's a whole thing of itself. And I can't wait till we go into that. But if your body can't rest, it's because there's a problem.
Yes.
And that's where that restlessness, that low-level anxiety and the sleeplessness comes from. But calcium's so important in the nervous system. Of course you need it for sleep.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So that's calcium.
Yeah. I mean, look, other signs, cramping.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love because we always think, cramping, magnesium.
Yeah.
Take lots of magnesium. And taking too much magnesium can actually create imbalance with calcium because they're tied together.
Yeah.
So too much magnesium means less calcium and so on. And so if we've got low calcium, we get cramping, but we usually get it higher up in the legs. So we get like lower limb cramping and foot cramping with magnesium, and like anywhere from the knee up is more to do with calcium.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. But another thing is if you're cramping and you're like, wow, I need magnesium, you're taking lots of magnesium and it's not going away, try taking calcium. Yeah. Because that might just fix it. Yeah.
Might just put that ratio, that balance. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that your body can use what you've got.
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Some other reasons that we might be low, again, like with the vitamin D, it's the corticosteroids.
Sure.
Yeah, because it impairs the body's ability to absorb calcium and vitamin D.
When you say corticosteroids, what medications are you talking? What are the medications? Just that's
like things like Ventolin.
Yeah.
Preventers and steroids, prednisone. Yes. So the things that are prescribed for eczema, like putting a corticosteroid cream on.
Yes.
If you have like inflammatory diseases and illnesses, you're often prescribed steroids to lower that immune response.
That's right.
So that your body can cope. And it's those kinds of steroids so they're the corticosteroids that I'm talking about.
Yeah, and they actually, like with iron, they would cause ulcers and bleeding. But with calcium and vitamin D, they actually stop the activity.
Yes, you're talking about the NSAIDs for the iron.
Sorry. Oh, was I?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yes. No, just specifically like just the steroids. So the cortisone, because cortisol, like in stress, cortisol suppresses the immune system, the immune response. Yeah. Cortisone works in the same pathway. So it also suppresses the immune response.
That's why it works.
Exactly.
That's why it works. Yeah, anti-inflammatory.
Yes.
Because our body would naturally
try and kind of fend off whatever's going on. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
We can use cortisone.
Yep.
To low,
yes, yeah, and so it's those medications that interfere with the absorption of D and calcium.
So if you're taking any kind of anti-inflammatory, really,
yes,
you should be looking at vitamin D and calcium levels.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes.
And also PPI, so proton pump inhibitors, which is
back to the stomach acid.
The stomach acid, but like literally like nearly every single nutrient.
Well, because it's the absorption.
Yeah.
So if you've got no stomach acid, you can't absorb your nutrients.
Exactly.
Even if you're eating them. So that's part of it. Like we've got to balance that too. Like and it's like, okay, yeah, if you're taking these medications, take these nutrients, but also even if you have reflux or indigestion or digestive issues, try and support your digestion as best you can to break down those foods and to absorb them. So you should still look at healing your gut, even if you have a long-term reflux or indigestion.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do two things at once.
You can. You can heal and look after and manage
the symptoms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, that's calcium, folks.
That's calcium.
Now, let's move on to magnesium.
Yes.
I think magnesium is a mineral that almost everybody should be supplementing.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Almost everybody.
In this modern world.
Yes.
Stress, hormones, toxins, like
food quality.
Yes, food quality. The amount of activity, like physical activity that we're doing now, plus the stress.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just compounding magnesium like mad.
We're burning through it.
Yes, and we have a massive reservoir of magnesium in our body, and it's in our muscles. But the moment we have any muscular symptoms is a sign that reservoir is depleted.
Yes.
Which means if the reservoir is depleted, if the dam is low, we need rain, right? We need it. So you have to I reckon everyone should supplement with
That's what I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And the symptoms associated with low magnesium are far and wide.
Yeah, I think because magnesium is present, it's
everything.
Prevalent. Everything. Zinc is the same. Everywhere, all at once.
Like over 500 minimum.
That we know of.
Minimum that we know
processes in the body.
Yes.
Right? So magnesium is present in all of these, and it's essential for energy production.
Yes.
In the cells. It's essential for hormone regulation.
Yes.
It's essential for muscle relaxation and function. It's
heart
essential
function.
For nervous system and production of neurotransmitters. I have had patients that have chronic heart problems that come to the clinic, and they've well managed.
Yes.
They've got their meds. They're doing their exercise.
That's right.
They eat really well, but they still have problems. They still have symptoms. And they show up for magnesium, and I give them some magnesium, and those symptoms disappear. And so these are problems that they went to the doctor with in the first place. That got them on this road with their heart problems. And their heart problems aren't resolved, but their symptoms are completely resolved.
Yes.
And so magnesium can have a major impact on your life if you have adequate amounts in your body.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because
if you don't have enough magnesium, you get cramping.
Yep.
Which is what you were just talking about. That's like your body saying, "Hey, we're cooked.
We are so low.
We've run out. We are empty."
Yes.
But if you don't have enough magnesium, aside from cramping, you can have low moods.
Yes.
You can have dizziness.
Yep.
You can have blood pressure disorders.
Gosh.
I know, high blood pressure specifically. Your PM.
So if you're low in magnesium, which almost we think everyone is, you can have high blood pressure, which is an extremely common condition in this modern world. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, it is good to know, isn't it? Also, in people who menstruate, if they're low in magnesium, they can have really intense PMS symptoms. And that's because progesterone and estrogen have opposite effects of magnesium. So if you have high estrogen, you're going to leach magnesium.
Right.
And often these really intense premenstrual symptoms like PMDD and the anxiety and fatigue, tender breasts, is because your estrogen and progesterone levels are imbalanced.
Yeah.
Your estrogen's usually too high.
Imbalanced, they're out of balance.
Out of balance. Yeah. estrogen's usually too high, progesterone's usually too low.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your estrogen is what triggers that mass loss of magnesium.
Wow.
Yeah. And so just by taking magnesium, you could lower some of those symptoms.
Absolutely. And some of those other, well, something that's coming to me now that's really important about that is that some of those other signs of low magnesium are like during or around the menstrual cycle.
Yep.
Through menstruation, people crave chocolate.
Yeah.
And they're craving chocolate because chocolate's really high in magnesium, especially dark chocolate, right?
Yeah.
And and that goes for anyone outside of their cycle or anyone who doesn't have a menstrual cycle as well. If you're craving chocolate, you're craving magnesium. If you're craving junk food, you're craving magnesium. Salt, grease, sweet, and you eat it and you're still empty, magnesium.
Magnesium.
Okay? Magnesium, get it in.
It's just so important.
Oh, man. Essential.
One more thing, migraines.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, low magnesium can trigger migraines. And, you know, migraines are so multifactorial.
Yeah, I can't wait to do a podcast on that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. but just baseline, if you were to supplement some magnesium, you'd probably feel a difference at the very least.
Yeah. It's a massive relaxant too.
Yeah.
Like so good for sleep.
Yeah.
So good to take at night, even if you're taking it for something else. Because it really helps like all of your processes overnight while you're trying to process your day.
Yeah.
It really helps enhance
Soothes
your
your
memory
brain.
function.
Yeah.
Yeah, your brain can rest. Your gut will rest. It'll relax because it's made of smooth muscle, right? It'll just chill. And you have this great even heartbeat all through the night. So magnesium is a golden nugget, I think. If you're looking for the silver bullet, it might just be magnesium.
Oh, one more thing. Can't forget.
Never forget.
If you take the pill, the female reproductive pill, you will also leach magnesium.
Yeah. So if you're on the pill, take magnesium.
Just take it. Get it in.
If you've got a heart issue, you're on medication, you've got high blood pressure, take magnesium. If you're taking any SSRIs, antidepressants, anything like that, they really pump your magnesium. So take magnesium.
That's right.
If you're craving junk food and not getting anything from it, if you're craving chocolate, take magnesium. If you're stressed,
take magnesium. We love it. We love magnesium.
We love it. Get it in ya. All right. Who's next?
Who's next?
Iodine.
Yeah, that's right. I am passionate.
You are.
I'm passionate about iodine. And I'm passionate about iodine because I treat a lot of women. And I treat a lot of women who come to me who absolutely just do not feel like themselves.
Yes.
They come in, they look grey. They say, oh, I've got no motivation. When I wake up in the morning, I feel like I haven't slept.
Yeah, that's
it's that I slept for 10 hours and I could just go right back to sleep. They don't want to put makeup on if that's what they like to do. They don't like to do the things that make them feel like themselves. They feel like sluggish, grey versions of themselves. And so often it's because they're low in iodine.
Yeah, too often.
Way too often.
Too often to be comfortable with.
Yeah. And look, Australians are some of the most iodine deficient people in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. I mean, iodine is rich in like seaweed and fish and that kind of thing, right? And if the soil isn't just full of that iodine, as in it's not close to the coast.
Yes.
Or it's agricultural practices that leach soil anyway. But if it's not there, then you're just not going to be able to get the nutrients into the meats or into the veggies or into the fruits.
Totally.
So you can actually eat them.
Get adequate levels of
That's right.
iodine.
So we've got a huge population now. So not everyone can get what they need and enough of it.
Exactly. And also it used to be like just common practice to use iodized salt. Yeah. Every household had a thing.
Well, that's how they
salt.
fixed it in the States.
Yeah.
The States, their data was showing that they had a high level of iodine deficient children, actually. And when you have iodine deficiency in children, you see a lot of learning difficulties, low IQ and slow to thrive, basically.
Because iodine is imperative for nervous system development.
Development is the key there.
Yes.
So when you're developing, you got a baby in there, or it's growing up, or it's going to school, and it's not thriving. Iodine's essential. Yeah, as part of that workup. Yeah. But yeah, so they noticed that there's huge amount of population. I think it was like 82% or something like that. Yeah. And so to remedy that, they iodized the salt. And so everyone would use their iodized salt and they'd be getting iodine.
Yeah.
And it actually fixed the problem.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Well, because you just need some iodine.
Yeah.
Often.
Yeah.
So getting adequate iodine it's really important because it forms, along with selenium and some other cofactors, it forms your thyroid hormone.
Yes. Thyroid hormones are essential. I don't know, anyone out there who has had a thyroid problem can attest to how life-altering having out-of-balance thyroid hormones is. It is wild how much it impacts people. We're talking hair loss, low motivation,
low libido.
Yes, low libido.
Weight gain
from eating air, like it's unbelievable.
Eating air.
The brain fog.
Seriously, yes.
The lack of connectability, like you cannot connect to anyone.
Yeah.
Then the other way, if it goes up too high, it's like racing thoughts, sweating, losing weight. Yeah, racing heart, eyes, painful eyes.
Yeah.
Or exophthalmos, which is where they actually
bulging eyes.
Yeah, and these are really intense impacts on someone's quality of life and everyday living.
Absolutely.
So iodine has an essential aspect to like all thyroid disorders because it supports thyroid tissue. It is the key to thyroid tissue, right?
And this is like thyroid disorders get a little bit tricky. So like we're talking about iodine deficiency, which is not the same as having an autoimmune condition.
Yeah, so let's put thyroid aside.
Yes. Before you have any kind of thyroid problem, if you have straight up low iodine, it can also look like depression.
Yeah.
So it can look like a thyroid problem when it's not. If you go to the doctor.
It can mimic.
And you get your bloods done and your doctor's like, your thyroid's perfect.
Yeah. You're fine.
You're fine.
You're healthy.
The chances are you just don't have enough iodine.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Listen to me. I'm so excited I can't talk. Supplementing iodine when you're truly deficient can switch your soul back on.
Yeah.
I watched the colour in these people's face just completely come back.
Oh, yeah. These patients will walk in the next week and you won't recognise them. This actually happened to me.
Yeah.
My patient was waiting for me in the waiting room and I just took the next one because I was running really late too. I just took the next one in because I didn't recognise
Didn't think it was your patient.
I didn't even know who. And then my receptionist was like, just so you know, blah, blah's here. And I was like, oh, that's you. Oh, come in. And I was like, what happened?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, iodine really helps.
So how do you know if you're low in iodine?
Yes.
And one thing I'm going to say is I can really honestly say that a lot of people are diagnosed with depression when they have low iodine.
Wow.
So
that's a big statement. Not like that. No, I mean, that's big. That's everyone who's listening.
Yeah.
If you are
and that's not to say just taking iodine will fix everything, but it often makes an enormous impact because it does so much of your motivation, your moods, your libido, your metabolism. Yeah. When these things fire back up, you start to feel like a human again.
Well, the metabolism is a primary aspect, isn't it? Because that's the cells using nutrients for energy.
That's right.
And that's any cell anywhere in the body. And if your brain isn't using nutrients for energy, it's not switched on.
Yes.
Then you're going to be pretty low.
Yeah.
So iodine will just turn on the metabolism all throughout your cells, all throughout your body. And then you can the factory starts working, right?
That's right.
Start pumping out those neurotransmitters or start using your medication right. Like
totally.
Having the right micronutrient profile, if you're on a medication for anything, it can help that medication work better.
Yeah.
And you can get to where you need to go faster.
So what are we looking for with iodine deficiency?
What are we looking for? Yes.
Low moods.
Low moods.
Low libido.
Low concentration.
Yes.
Poor focus. Poor motivation. You already said that, didn't you?
Yeah.
No libido. The other thing, I mean, you lose hair.
Yeah, so
you get brittle.
Outside half of your eyebrows, it goes pale.
That's right.
For years, I'm like, why have I only got half an eyebrow? Wild.
Yes.
Anyway, so yes, I've had iodine problems. But also, if you've noticed that your hair is thinning, that's also a big sign that you're missing your iodine.
That's
right. Yeah.
Amazing. The other thing I mean, what I love about iodine too is it's another one of those things that just start working straight away.
Yeah.
And there's a great test, and we'll talk about with zinc as well. When you use iodine, iodine absorbs readily through the skin. And I love iodine going through the skin because it gets straight into your bloodstream. And that's great because iodine also has an amazing antibiotic effect against Borrelia. Like
and
Lyme's
antifungal.
Disease,
yeah.
like that. So the ones that get around your immune system, it's really good at targeting those. So iodine's great for chronic bacterial infection. But anyway, if you absorb iodine through your skin in less, and this is quite a large time frame, I think, it's too high, 10 minutes, you're low in iodine.
Yes.
And then, but I've seen people absorb iodine
within
in
a minute.
2 minutes.
Yeah. It's like super, like it's just like they didn't even put it on.
And it's crazy because that stuff goes on orange. It's
bright.
You don't
orange.
want to get that on your clothes because it will not come off. It goes on and it's like orange.
Yeah.
And then 2 minutes later, it's skin colored. You kind of just go.
I know.
Just do that every day.
When my patients come back and I ask them, so how long did it take for the iodine to soak in? And they're like, oh, like 30 seconds. I've like almost pass out because it just should not be, it shouldn't be happening like that. It should not. Absolutely bad.
That's so good.
Yeah, so that's.
So take your iodine. Eat your seaweed.
Yeah.
Eat your fish.
Get it checked.
Yeah.
Sort it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zinc.
Oh,
we can really talk, by the way.
I love zinc.
Yeah.
Zinc's one of my things. I'm a pyrrole guy. We're going to do pyrroles at some point. Have we talked about pyrroles
No,
yet?
but we will.
We will. Pyrroles are major. Zinc is another one like magnesium.
Yeah.
It is present in almost every function
Yes.
of your body, every biochemical function. So over 500 different processes, right? Zinc is essential for neurotransmitter function and production. It's essential for stomach acid production and digestion. Is essential for reproductive function and the production and breakdown of hormones.
Yeah.
All the different types we have. I mean,
and immune function.
Well, yeah,
and then function.
And it's what provides that defensive energy. And they talk about it in traditional Chinese medicine. Without zinc, you don't have your defensive qi, right? So iodine would be like vitality. Right?
Yeah.
And zinc is your defense, right? Iron and B12 would be like your energy, like the formation of that qi or the energy in your body. So zinc is essential. It's used everywhere. Most people are deficient. Children especially like show strong signs of low zinc through their behavior. So they have behavioral issues. They have trouble regulating their emotions. They have trouble focusing and concentrating at school, and they have trouble reading and
they've got sore tummies.
They get sore bellies because they can't digest, and often they have a food intolerance that's getting in the way of their zinc absorption. And so little kids, they need a lot of zinc.
And as do older people.
Yes, of course.
Yes. One population that actually quite surprised me that needs zinc, that's quite low in zinc, are vegetarian folk. Oh. And this is interesting.
I know where you're going.
Yes, he knows where I'm going with this. So when you eat a diet high in legumes and grains, you're eating a lot of phytates. And phytates are they're just a compound in these legumes and
just
grains.
A naturally occurring compound.
They're actually high in antioxidants. Nice. But when you have when you consume too many phytates, these phytates in the gut bind to zinc so that you cannot absorb it. And not only zinc, and this is what I keep trying to remember this whole way through, it also prevents your body's ability to absorb non-heme iron. And that means iron from your vegetables.
You need non-heme iron too, by the way.
Especially if you don't eat meat, yes. So if you eat a lot of legumes and a lot of grains, these phytates can bind to zinc, to calcium, to iron, and prevent your body from utilizing them. So you're eating enough, but no, you can't absorb it.
Yeah, wow.
What I found really interesting about that is that all the traditional ways of preparing grains and legumes actually changes,
soaking them, boiling
fermenting
them down. Fermenting them,
breaks the phytates down. And so you can continue to eat how you're eating, but implement some of these practices so that the phytates are broken down, so that there's not as much competition in the gut for your zinc, your iron, your calcium.
Amazing. So back to the old school cooking.
I know.
Like
there's a rhyme and reason.
There's also like another thing about zinc as well, because zinc is a primary compound for detox.
Yeah.
especially for heavy metal transportation around the body. So some chemicals will make you leach out zinc, like pesticides and things like that. But when you've got toxins in the body or you're exposed to heavy metals, you have to use a zinc-based compound called metallothionein to actually get those heavy metals out of your bloodstream or out of your body. So this modern life, with all of its impacts on us, greatly impacts our zinc levels. So we see people who struggle because they have low zinc. So signs of low zinc are poor immunity, poor wound healing, dry, brittle, like weird flaky skin, skin rashes like psoriasis, scalp issues, dandruff.
Those little white spots on your nails.
The white spots on your nails, yes. Yeah. Nails are cool, hey. Like white spots, zinc, spoony nails,
iron,
brittle nails, calcium, and the ridges, if you get ridges, it's iron. Yeah, or B12.
Yeah. No, it's
pretty amazing.
You can read a lot through the body.
Yeah, you can.
Also, with the zinc, you can have altered taste and smell.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also night blindness.
What?
Because it helps activate vitamin A, which helps you see in the night.
That's so cool.
So if you can't see at night, get some zinc. And zinc's cool. It's like iodine, right? Because of the taste and smell thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you can test your zinc levels by taking liquid zinc.
Yeah.
And tasting
Put it on your tongue.
Put a drop on your tongue. If you can't taste it or can't taste much of it, you are very low. And so likely you can't taste much of anything. So and you can measure it. The more you take zinc, you test it with a taste. When you can taste the zinc, your levels are pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, zinc doesn't taste great. So the fact that you can't taste it is a problem.
Yeah.
And I used to think, because I used to hate the taste of oysters. I used to hate oysters. Ugh, so gross, right? Until I tried a fresh oyster from the northern rivers. And I was like, this could be sold on the streets. This is a drug. I used to think, people only like oysters because they're low in zinc. They can't actually taste it. But it's not true.
Not true. Well, but oysters are really high in zinc.
Oysters are high in zinc. I missed that part? Okay, anyway.
Oysters are really high in zinc. So zinc is extremely important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stomach acid production. So, if you're low in zinc, so exciting. It's really common that you don't get hungry you don't want to eat breakfast.
Yeah, that's one.
You don't get hungry until like after 11.
Yeah.
Because it takes your body that long to produce stomach acid.
That's right. Without zinc, it takes it forever in the morning. And we should be look, according to our body clock and things like that, we should be eating around between 9 and 11. We should be eating breakfast.
Yeah.
Or 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
Like that yellow period in the morning.
Stomach period,
yeah. So, not eating just not having an appetite.
Yes.
Because some people don't eat
not
because they're fasting. That's totally fine. But it's, if you just don't have that appetite, you're not hungry. It's a zinc problem.
Yeah, that's a zinc problem.
Yeah.
That's right.
Love it.
I love it. I've just had so much fun talking about this.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. I mean, some of the medications that we would definitely recommend you take these micronutrients with, and they've come up a few times now, definitely statins or cholesterol-lowering drugs.
Yeah.
100% should take a micronutrient profile or a multivitamin. Any drug for blood pressure or heart regulation should be taking micronutrient profile or a multivitamin, but especially magnesium for the heart. When it comes to taking antidepressants, SSRIs, anticonvulsants, antipsychotics, or anything that helps us sleep, should be taking magnesium, zinc, and other
and B12.
Yeah, especially B12.
Yeah.
When it comes to appetite suppressant medication or weight loss medication or medication for diabetes, another micronutrient profile is required. If you're taking medication for stomach problems, reflux, indigestion, please look at improving your digestion.
Yeah.
Don't be scared of amplifying your digestion if you have reflux. It doesn't always cause more reflux. Most of the time it causes less reflux, but it will help you absorb and activate the nutrients from your food so that your entire body doesn't become low. And you can look after your stomach and you can look after your digestion at the same time.
That's right.
Okay. If you're on any steroids or long-term anti-inflammatory medication, please look at taking a multivitamin.
Yes.
Fish oil or some other omega supplement, vitamin D, and so on.
Yeah. Guys,
That's it. Hey, so this wraps up our biochemical series. Which is a foundational series. Obviously, we'll be covering biochemical processes again, but hopefully in a bigger picture sense.
In a holistic setting.
Yeah, in a holistic sense. So we're going to jump through for our next episodes, we're going to jump to the emotional aspect of the triad of health. We're going to be talking about emotions and our emotional well-being, nervous system regulation, how our emotions actually impact our ability to heal and overcome challenges.
That's it.
We are so passionate about this aspect of the triad of health. We cannot wait to go there. So stay tuned. See you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening to this episode. If you're feeling inspired, please leave us a review. It would mean a lot to us. Did this episode resonate with you? Tell us all about it by reaching out to us on our socials. Or if you know someone who might benefit from hearing about this podcast, please share it with them. Like this, subscribe to us, and until next time, happy healing.